Let's see who goes the distance.
I think if we're gonna go in the drafts themselves, there's a lot of pressure on Derry, right? Is he able to find the right pickoffs? If he like Divine Judgment Seiji, it's pretty much GG because they have a lot of control, they have a lot of potential like stuns and all that, but they don't really have the damage, I would say. I mean, most of it is going to be through Seiji, so keeping him alive is going to be paramount.
Yeah, and Gear, I mean, in the early game, it feels like he's going to get bursted down by Kadita no matter what. But when it falls down to the mid stages, when it falls to the late stages, Gear is going to be a beast. And he's going to have the implosion available.
I don't know if you just saw that, but I think Derry just stole that Fenrir, so right under Jan's nose. So Jan being a little bit delayed in that sense.
What? Yeah, Derry has the purple buff right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's an uh-oh moment, really, for the side of Team Bleed, because Martins requires this amount of snowball going in, and despite the fact that Jan is still level 3, he does not have the purple buff for this early skirmish versus Bray, who is a Roger after all. He can dish out a lot of damage in this level 1 to level 3 stage.
Oh, but Gear's now shown himself. Derry's going to spot him out. I think Gear is going to make a beeline out of this one. But Derry chasing him, and I think they're just saying bad words at each other.
Telepathically. Yeah, but Jan right now, right, is not ready for a gank. He's lost one buff, and that is major problem that Bleed is working on right now. They need to fix the leak, be it duct tape or blue tack, anything. Just make sure that they keep the ship afloat.
Yeah, he might not reach level 4 at 2 minutes before the turtle spawns, and it's going to be a real problem because Bray is going to have a great time zoning him out. He's almost level 5 already on this Roger. The amount of farm that they have taken away from the side of Team Bleed, RSG are doing an extremely good job of controlling the early game right now. And the turtle.
Great, working on the turtle right here. Derry doesn't really have level 4. Jan doesn't have the level 4 as well. He's going in with a little bit of a disadvantage, but he will try to go for it. Bray secures the turtle for himself, and now the Kaja unlocked. Gear dragged down to hell right here. Bray continues on the Lonsaw looking for Jan as well. Jan goes away, and the members on the side of Sagitnu just try to slow it down. 1v4, everybody, the splash damage is there, but he's running out of steam right here. Jay landing on Snipe, who will Snipe lands on the closer, but no card, no dice for the side of RSG.
And RSG, they do get the turtle. They get the first blood as well. That's the Divine Judgment showing its hand. And Jan, throughout the entire fight, was level 3, finally hitting level 4 right now. That's not a position that you want to be in. Already a 1k gold lead this early on in this game. Relying on Seiji at this point.
Jan is 2 levels behind Bray, right? That totally like messed with him. Derry stealing that purple buff, and then just now he's like, Jan has to play catch up. He's so far behind. I'm sure psychologically he's like, there's way more pressure. I need to make plays. I need to get my farm.
Oh, Jan actually went for the Impure Rage on the Martis, not the Killing Spree. So he might be going towards a tanky reel, right?
Assassin Emblem though, but land down the shot. Gear will miss the dash for now. Derry dashes over the wall. Nothing. Bleed is forced to make some plays because to recuperate for the early game blunder. RSG in the leader seat right now.
Yeah, RSG in the driver's seat. As we see, they will be dictating the pace of the game. But both marksmen...
nice charge.
Implosion, landing on the 3. The massive, the ultimate, wins Bleed back. Jan picking up the kill as well. And now going to be CS just dealing with Seiji Jan. And if you want to talk about how do you come back, this is how you come back.
Yeah, Team Bleed, they just found the formula with an implosion. One good time implosion is all it takes. And there was only one Purify, right? Only CS at the Purify, and he wasn't caught.
If you are a Tigreal main, you will be smiling at that play.
Yeah, that was such a sick play. It was funny because Gear, okay, as I say that, Gear...
Kaja. Derry will be dragging Seiji as well. Petrified, but he will be able to get away. Purify. Godzilla still tags onto it. Jay trying to slow it down, but this time round it's going to be Bleed. That's taking the L. Now Sagitnu joining the fight, but gets pushed away. Bray deals with Gear, and now Sagitnu. What are you trying to do? You have no way. 1v4 though. There's no play. RSG, they will punish Bleed back.
5 is to 5. They keep things neck and neck. RSG, they will be able to get this turtle for free. And that's what you want to look out for Team RSG, right? The implosion timings from here. When it's off cooldown, you want to take the fight as much as possible. And RSG just brought it to the doorstep. Knock, knock, who's there? Bray's knocking.
Honestly, every time Derry, if he can get the Divine Judgment onto Seiji like he did that last time, I mean, it's pretty much just game over. There's so much pressure on Seiji to have that perfect positioning, make sure that he can do all the damage. If he gets caught out, he gets slowed up, he gets blown up, you're going to have a hard time as Team Bleed.
Yeah, with the Spirit Destruction available from the side of CS always. I mean, we talked about Jay playing the Novara 3 games in a row. CS is also on the Moskov for the 3rd time in a row as well. So that just highlights his familiarity with this hero. And I mean, he's becoming one with the Moskov at this point.
Yeah, he's actually, if you guys notice, Moskov is actually left-handed.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
been playing too much Moskov recently. That's why I was like, oh, okay, hold on a second. Bring up a left-handed now. It's going to be closer. Getting left for death. Seiji shredding him down. Good pickoff coming out from Bleed.
Yeah, and with closer out for the count, will RSG take advantage of this implosion not available? Derry was looking for something, trying to catch a Jay at the mid lane, but does not have the flicker available.
Oh, damage being poured onto Yon right there. He will take some punishment. Gear will be able to catch onto Bray, but Bray still alive though, and now Gear! One more dog, destruction! Pierces him through his heart.
Yeah, CS. He's becoming one with the Moskov right now, and it's extremely scary to watch, especially when Gear's not available.
This display, penalty zone, landing onto Derry at the same time, just trying to defend. CS outputting damage, Bray goes on in on the Lycan form, takes down Sagitnu for that trade.
And this is what Bray is known for, right? When we saw him debut, it was on his Assassin Heroes, and now on this Roger, having this killer mentality, having the Assassin Strike. Bray will be able to take the life of Sagitnu right there.
Yeah, and that's Bray playing the Roger is like perfect, right? You see him and you're kind of like, he's just like this, this dare I say kid, but then when you see him play, he turns into this wolf. He turns into this monster
werewolf
that just tears you up. And Bray is just on point. 2-1-5 already.
And the turtle being up right now, potentially the last turtle of the game, but Divine Judgment.
Divine Judgment will be landing onto Yon. Yon gets shredded immediately, and that's exactly what RSG is looking out for. Gear landing on the implosion, but to what cost right here? CG is unable to join the fight right here. Closer will be able to deal with it. Bray coming for the flank. There's a Gino now! Going to get it on the low. CS just pouring out a spear, one after another. RSG stomping onto Bleed at the home ground.
It's all about momentum, right? RSG, they look like they have so much momentum going into this game. It feels like they are having a choke on this game after that first team fight, despite the fact that implosions have been caught by Gear time and time again. You might kill closer, never mind, but your implosion is gone. Your key control is gone. Sagitnu does not have enough at this point with the penalty zone. Seiji does not have enough farms. Bleed, they can still wait for the key timings. Their key fight timings will be up once Yon gets more tank ability. He did go for the silence rope. He did go for all the tanky items. He does not have any Hunter Strike available, so he will become the frontliner for Team Bleed.
I feel like RSG have actually finally woken up. The tempo that they're playing is much faster. They're forcing things out.
Not only just that, Gear is also getting forced out implosion onto through 3 members, but not enough. A little bit slow coming up from Bleed right here, and now they may be punished. Derry right here setting up Bray, just spamming the damage onto Sagitnu, just like in throw, like in pounce, and not only just that, Derry activate ultimate already. CS shredding to Seiji, the collateral onto Yon and RSG. Man, what a dominant game by RSG.
No implosion available. Gear was forced to use it. Derry, we were talking about Divine Judgment prioritization, right? Just go on Gear, right? He's going to be the front line and force out the implosion. They don't have any other form of control. And now Yon in a lot of trouble.
That's not a very good place right here. He tries to, but Bray will be able to find him. But nice Gear dashing to try to peel. Yon ultimately goes down to Sagitnu, which will be traded. Bray, both of these 2 junglers already down. The Snipe coming down. Not enough damage coming out from the side of the CS right here. Just has to dash over the wall, trying to get up.
Gear.
Destruction. He could go to the back though, but that Gear slowing down RSG's advances, and Blade finally trades 2 for 2.
The best thing about that one was CS staying alive, right? I think at the end of the day, Closer kind of sacrificed himself for the greater good, but keeping CS alive, who's 4-1-6 and just shreds anyone that gets near, is super scary at this point.
Yeah, and this is where things get a lot more trickier. Gear is going to be much tankier. Seiji does have the damage in the backline as well. So Bray, you cannot go in as untethered as before. You cannot just jump in. You cannot just expect a kill. Yon, he was indeed extremely low, but not finding that finishing touch. Yon going for that tanky build proved to be Bray's undoing at that point.
Yeah, and Derry making some great plays. The nice divine judgments, completely controlling when he needs to, forcing it out, isolating somebody so that Bleed were like, hey, actually, we didn't want to fight this one, but we were forced to because our teammate got pulled in.
Yep, I'm looking at that one symbol, right? You know, when we just need that one massive implosion coming out from here, but I'm not seeing it coming out from Bleed.
Yeah, it's still, he's being forced out. Derry has been doing a great job of forcing the implosion from Gear, finding him in an off position once again. And Derry does get the pick.
Not just that, Sagitnu will be that one. Conceal play will be committed by Gear at the same time. Looking for the implosion, lands onto Derry and also Bray. Closer will be at the back line, dealing with Seiji. Seiji gets blown out to pieces by Bray's like pounds. He's a little bit too much for Bleed to handle. And now RSG comfortably steps forward. Bray looking for the kill, looking for the resets. Here goes another like pounds. Another one goes in. He's looking to pick up a double kill, ladies and gents. RSG overwhelmingly with a tremendous amount of damage.
Yeah, and with the macro game coming out from CS as well, he is going for the Lord in the background. They will be getting this Lord for free right here. And with the lane priority coming out from this Lord, RSG, they have a strong foothold in this game right now. CS, he was left untethered. He was available to throw out the spears again and again and again. Gear has not been finding the implosions onto him. Derry has been forcing the Bleed to make as bad decisions as possible.
Yeah, not the easiest of situations. I mean, it's only a 5-kill deficit, so to speak, but there's a 6K net worth lead that they need to deal with. And RSG are finding the right pickoffs. Bray is becoming this monster. Godzilla's very elusive. Derry's finding the right pickoffs. Like, the team is just really gelling well together. This is like a really good draft by RSG.
Yeah, Astral Echo does give you the vision, but it does not matter if RSG are running at you. And that's what RSG has been doing with Bray in the front line. Closer, you've been dying again and again. Does not matter. It's for the greater good. It's for the sake of your team. And now with the Lord available, we might see a 5-on-5 here.
Right now, Lord Derry managed to catch somebody Gear. Response with the implosion right underneath the noses of the turret. RSG training right here. Gear already down. Now Derry will be going next, closer as well. And now the members of the Bleed will try to defend as much as they can, but the damage is coming through from RSG.
2 members down from RSG already, Derry and Closer, and they've taken almost all of the T3s. The Lord has done what they wanted, but now Bleed, Nate need to find some sort of opening with this, especially when they have a one-man advantage. But let me talk a little bit about Jace Novaria, right? The Echo, yeah, you've got vision or whatever, but it's like, hey, I've got, you know, I send it out, and I see that everybody, like, the calls are coming from inside the house.
Yeah, and it's going to be a game where RSG, they have played against this in the first game, right? They know that Jay is going to be poking consistently with his meteors. And RSG, they have learned to play around in the game 2. And game 3, it's where it's coming all to fruition.
Gear. Let's on implosions. That ultimate will miss. Yawn onto Bray as well. Goes into... Wait, hold on a second. Is that a Wind of Nature already activated by Bray? Godzilla getting caught! That's exactly what Bleed's looking out for. And now Closer will step forward just a little bit. Bray has to back off. He doesn't really have the HP. Closer flickers forward, but tags nobody from the side of Bleed.
All right, but Jay was cheating, okay? He went off the map. That's not fair.
I mean, it's a game mechanic. You're Farsa, you're a Novaria, you can just go out of the map. And that's one of the mechanics that Jay knows really well. He is still 2-0 at this point, the only positive KDA for the side of Team Bleed. But Seiji, he has been ramping up. Oh, okay, Seiji's 3-2 as well, positive KDA. But Seiji, he has been ramping up in terms of damage as well. It's going to be trickier and trickier as we head on into these later stages. 15 minutes, 18 minutes, when the Lord is spawning, Seiji's going to be dealing a lot of damage in the back line. And Gear's implosions, they've been getting more and more trickier to deal with.
Tricky, but Gear has died, you know, 6 times, which is quite a bit in this one. I mean, it's tough as the roam life. Obviously, you want to be up front, just trying to force it. But this is a situation where if you're not getting onto CS or Bray, you're wasting your time. I mean, yeah, Godzilla is great to get that nice pick off, but those are the 2 you really need to stop to kind of snowball the teamfight win.
Yeah, and you gotta counter the fact that CS, He has to purify as well. That's just a click away from getting out of implosion.
Gray securing the Lord for themselves. Gear looking for a concealed play, but a little bit late for the bus. The bus has left. The plane has gone. RSG takes away the Lord with them.
Yeah, and timing is gone for Team Bleed. They are still trying to force something here. Gear, he does get sniffed out. Derry will not commit the Divine Judgment
You
here.
don't want to fight this concealed
because
play.
they
Gear will
do.
get caught. CS will be there to burst. Flickers all the way back to safety. Bray goes into the like and pounds, looking for an entry point. Bleed has to retreat. Bleed cannot handshake this team fight.
Yeah, he still has the implosion available. Bleed will be trying to find more favorable ground nearer to the base. But still, RSG, they have 2 auto turrets already taken away from Team Bleed. 6k gold lead. And all the creeps with the Lord are rushing into the base right now.
Gray coming from the side. He is slightly tankier because of the Thunderbelt as well. Derry looking for an entry point as well. Godzilla goes into the ultimate. Derry taking a lot of punishment for now. And only just that is Godzilla goes into the back line. Jay already gone. And Bray will be there. Just stabbing Gil using the implosion. At what cost though? Because RSG just have to get the core. And RSG in the lead.
RSG will be taking game 2. I mean, series 2, right? They got 2-1, third game already taken. No longer a tiebreaker. RSG in the driver's foot right now. And it looked like they had key momentum in the game. It looked like they figured out what Bleed were doing with the Novaria. We were talking about Jay's Novaria doing so well in game 1.
Let Bray cook.